So welcome, Holly Barras. My name is Carolina, and I'm part of Create Your Way of Life team. And Holly, thank you so much for your time today. I'm sure that you will inspire all of us with your stories. You are very powerful ladies, and we see you in community. So I am super excited about this conversation with you. So first, please introduce yourself to whoever is watching this.
Yes, so I'm Holly Barrett, and I live in Yorkshire in the UK. Oh gosh, what would you like to know? I'm a mum, I've got 2 kids, and I work full time now online.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's me in a quick sentence.
Super. So yeah, next question will be where you were before you joined this academy. What you were seeking for, where you were in life, basically.
Yeah, it seems like forever ago now. It seems like a whole eternity ago. And it was a bit of a funny time actually when I first found this training, is that I was looking for, prior to finding this, about a year before, I knew I wanted to do something online because I don't want to live in England forever. So I wanted something where I could spend a lot of time in countries that aren't England. Mm-hmm. So I was started looking for something, but then just life happened and I didn't really believe that it's something that I could do and had no idea where to start. I did some social media training, but never really did anything else with it. And then in 2016, my youngest child was diagnosed with cancer, and then my job, let me backtrack. I was working as a recruitment manager. So I worked all around the clock, never really got any time off, hated the job that I did for so many different reasons, but I was under this impression, this belief that to be able to, I'm a single parent as well, to be able to do the things and to have the income to the household I needed, that this is a job that I have to do because it paid a decent amount of money. So yeah, back in 2016 in February, Joshua was diagnosed with cancer, which meant I couldn't do that job anymore. But I had no other income source. So then my back really was against the wall, and I needed to find something that not only would give me some income, but also that I could do very flexibly on my time and Joshua's time, because we were in and out of hospital and treatments, and even when he was when he was well enough to be at school, I might get a phone call for him to come home. So I just needed something that fitted, that would work for our life at that point. So that was the trigger point. And then, I found this training, and the rest is history. And I just learned as much as I could, and then started monetizing. So what I learned, I then sold almost that as a service to businesses, small businesses. And I did that fairly quickly within the space of a few months. And over the last 2 years, that's evolved into lots of different, it looks like lots of different things. But now I know exactly what I'm doing now. I've got this really clear these goals and intentions, and I just feel like what I'm doing now is like perfect. So it just fits everything that's going on in here, and it's going on out like in the normal life. It's been a big journey over the last 2 years.
No, that is amazing, and this is true. Like when you find your thing, then you're just like shining, and you are one of example. When you saw, we didn't see you, and then like, whoa, Holly is everywhere, and you really align what you're doing, and you're really shining. You are really in your power, and you can tell, whatever you're doing is like, I've seen your social media and even on community, it's like amazing, so you see the alignment and confidence doing is amazing. And actually you started actually answering on my third question will be share with us your biggest breakthroughs, or just a bit of more about your journey with this on this journey. So for people who basically they have no clue about this, they have more feel what it's all about, and maybe the biggest breakthroughs you had on this journey?
Yeah, it's interesting because what actually, or for me anyway, what I thought this journey was going to look like 2 years ago is nothing. It's not anything how I expected it to be. So I mean, I almost, when I talk about this, I almost forget about all the education because you're just in it all of the time. You forget that that's the thing that you actually came in for. There's so much more once you're in the community and in this training in the academy, that you kind of forget about the education because you're just in it constantly. So yeah, my journey's been really learning all this, taking advantage of all the training and putting it into action, and just keep moving, or I kept moving forwards, not really knowing what it was going to look like further down the line, but just kept doing things, trusting that something would show itself at some point, that I would just click and think, this is it. So yeah, it's not been an easy ride at all. It's you don't come in and there's no quick magic button that you press and everything just magically appears. You've got to work and work and work. It's not particularly difficult work, but you've got to go through these processes to do it. And a lot of people kind of drop fairly quickly because I see people come and go really quickly because they're expecting something within weeks or some magic thing to happen. But yes, that can happen sometimes, but more often than not, the value, and we hear this a lot in the community, the value is in the journey, and that's so true. But when you're at the beginning hearing that, you're like, I just want to make some money. There's that doesn't really mean anything at that point. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I feel like I've found belief in me completely, which I thought 2 years ago, I thought I was a very confident person. The jobs that I've always had, I've always been held in quite high esteem, and I was quite happy doing things with confidence. But actually, this is over the last 2 years, I've really broken down who I am, and people find this, that I've found myself again. Well, actually, I didn't know who I was to start with, as it turned out, because I've always been what someone else needed me to be, whether that was an employee, a manager, or I had people expected me to be that kind of a person, a mum, a wife when I was married, a daughter, a sister. I'm always being what other people want me to be. So I had to really peel off all these layers and find out who I actually am. At 36 years old, I didn't know that. So that's been interesting, and that's been a whole journey and process in itself, which has nothing to do with this education, really. It's not. It's totally. When I say that it's not what you think it's going to be when you come in, you're coming into this education to be able to do whatever you want to do with that and create freedom, whatever freedom means to you. It does that. It gives you all that. But actually, for me, my biggest breakthrough is finding this belief in me. And as soon as I found it, and that was a process, but as soon as you just kind of slot into a groove, or I felt that, and everything after that becomes almost effortless. Not easy, but it's effortless. That you just feel like you're gliding and you're going into you're going in the right direction, and it's been interesting, but all worth it.
No, you said beautifully, and you are right. Like people think that online business is like you press the button and I don't know, people money rolling in, and like you said, it is all about now, really about you. Like for me, it was the same journey, like finding who I am in age 30 something, and it's amazing that this actually training and academy really putting you into really finding who you truly are, and helping you to get into your power, because we are all different. So it's amazing journey. I so agree with you, and like you said, you need to take action, be persistent with this journey, and result will come for sure. but there's a time, you need the time, so it's a process. So beautifully said. So last question is, what would be your a main message for people who are watching this interview, who maybe are in this position that they want a change, maybe they are seeking some a freedom, or like your situation, they have certain circumstances, family circumstances, and they want to work remotely. What would be your last message to them?
Oh gosh, stay with it. Just keep doing the work. Even when you can't really see what's ahead, which you never really can predict what's ahead, you've just got to keep moving forwards. And that's what most people don't do, is that they stop and then think it's not working. Well, it does. You're going to get all sorts out of this journey, but just keep going with it. And be open-minded to things, and like the methods that within the modules, one of them is all about mindset and doing a lot of work around that, which you're thinking, well, that's nothing to do with digital marketing and learning this thing, but go through it. It's in there for a reason, and keep going back to it. So yeah, I think that's what I say. Don't stop, keep with it, and just keep taking steps forward. And at some point, it will all fit.
What about people who actually they are not in our academy, and they may be seeing this on YouTube or somewhere, and what about them? What would be your last message? Like, they don't know, they want some change, but they don't know even what the options are, or they are just still in this space of seeking, looking for something.
I would, well, without question, just take the next step forwards to come into this, because it's, as I said, this thing that you may or may not have, this image in your head of what it will look like, just put your toes in, just step your foot in, and then take the next step and the next step and the next step, because the power of it is here if you choose to allow that power to come through to you. But yeah, just take the next step. Super powerful message,
colleague. Thank you very much for your time. I've always wanted to interview, because I know how you are shining now, and you can see this everywhere, and you really got into your power, and I'm super inspired by your story. And just tell us about your son, because actually I wanted to say that how is the story about your son?
Yeah, so he's treatment finished with him it's coming up to 2 years now. So it was September 2016, all the treatment finished, and now he is doing really well. We're working with the long-term side effects, but he's alive, so that's always a bonus. And then he's got his leg, which we worked out whether he'd keep that. So yeah, he's just beyond miracles, that what he's doing and what he's able to do.
Super. And having such a powerful mom now, I'm sure he is so inspired. And what a beautiful, for me, this is actually very inspiring. So if I would have children, this is what I want for them, like what you're doing, getting into your power and showing them, your values, who you truly are. There's no better example for your children than actually finding yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it has such a knock-on effect as well for them. I mean, he inspires me so much. The stuff that he's dealt with, and every day his mindset and how he deals with things, it just blows me away sometimes. Well, all of the time. It's it's really magical to see. And his sister as well, she's older than him, and just seeing how she's dealing with it, and it's so inspiring to see. But had I not have been in this space, this story could have been very different. I'm so grateful, so grateful for this community, for that.
I've got goosebumps everywhere, amazing. I believe so, because you are helping them as well to be strong and shine through and finding themselves, who they are, how amazing is that? beautiful. I'm not going to take more time of yours. Thank you, Holly, so much for your time. It's been such a pleasure having those quick interviews and listen to your inspiring story. So thank you, and I'm sure we will be in contact somewhere in our community. So thank you, and bye for now.
You're very welcome.